Alright, so before we get started onto this video, I would like to introduce you guys my new Discord server that I just released. So if you guys ever want to, feel free to join my Discord server and get along with the community. It will be in the link description below, or it's going to be in the About Me page. So yeah, this Discord server actually is a very friendly based server. You should probably check it out. And if you guys ever want to connect with me and all that, always feel free to check out my own Discord server. And yeah, so let's get right into this video and get it started. Yo, what is going on, everybody? It's iiAlexP here, and today we're back with another video. So as you guys may be noticing from the title of the video, today we're back at it again with another How to Make a City Part 8. That's right, guys. So last video was really good. So I mean, we're just gonna keep going with the How to Make a City videos as always, and we're actually gonna split them into parts. What I mean by that is that we're actually gonna be working on different sections of the city, meaning that we're going to be working onto the bank interior, the retail store, and we're actually going to expand the land. As you can see from the previous video that I just made with part 7, we actually made a bridge that was actually pretty cool. So I was actually thinking of wanting to actually expand the land and as well connect it to city by city. So we might probably do that as well, and we might as well probably add some water into our city, add some terrain, so you guys could actually use smooth terrain and part terrain. You guys could do whatever y'all want. It's y'all city. And yeah, so let's try if we can hit to about 30 likes in this video, and as well comment down below how y'all say it's going. And yeah, so let's get right into this video and get it started. Alright, so we're actually here. As you guys may be noticing, we're actually back. So what we're gonna start doing is, let me actually add a specific kind of interior inside this city, which is by actually kind of adding a bit of I think for the roof. So kind of want to add a little bit of some small details in here, and then what I'm actually gonna start doing is actually try and add some lights. You know what, we'll see. So first things first, let me just scale this for a bit and have it like that. Scale them on both sides. Let's go that way. And I might probably think about wanting to add the lights, so maybe that might probably work. So I'm just going to change the color and scale it on both sides again, and I'm going to move it onto the bottom. So far to go there and there. And then what I'm actually going to start doing is actually change the color to something a bit yellow. So it's going to be a different kind of a model where I'm going to be putting the lights on. So I'm going to be trying to put the lights on the ceilings. Yeah, so I'm not sure if I kind of want to add spotlight. I don't think so. I probably think about wanting to add surface light for some reason. So what I don't like is just that part, but I think we could just change it for a bit. Because it's actually just facing the front, so if you want to like that, face it into the bottom. I can actually just change the range. So change the range could probably be around 30 or 21 would work. That's fine. It all comes regarding to the shadows, regarding to this and that. I'm also going to change the colors a little bit like that. For me, it's just different because I'm on a MacBook. So yeah, okay, I'm just gonna do that. And then now what I'm going to start doing is I'm going to start grouping them. And yeah, so after group I'm just going to be rotating it around, and then once I rotate it, what you're going to do is actually start moving it onto the right probably, and then we're going to change the studs or the increasement all the way to 5. I'm going to copy it and then paste it here, and then the same goes for the other one. I might probably move this a little bit. I don't know if I kind of want to move it a little bit to about like 1 stud, but I'm gonna try and move it for a bit. And then what I want you to do is actually just try and select those bad boys here, and I'm gonna copy it and I'm gonna paste it onto the ceiling so that it would look like it would make sense if you were to go on the inside and see a bunch of those lights come into play. So you see those lights on top of the ceiling. It looks really good. It doesn't really look that bad, as you can see. And yeah, alright, so now that we're done with it, what we're gonna start doing is add some specific details inside this building. So what you're gonna be seeing is I'm gonna start, you know, adding some furnitures, adding some seats, adding a table, etc. You name it. So right now I'm gonna be adding a chair, because every time whenever you actually enter inside a bank, there's always decorations, there's always furnitures. So what we're gonna start doing is actually start working onto the chair, which I am doing right now. As you can see, so I'm gonna change the color to dark orange, and then I'm gonna scale it. Probably like that would work. And then I'm gonna probably, you know, move the increasement probably about 1 if that would work. What I would have to say is scale those two. Block rig. You know, we're gonna be placing a dummy. I just forgot. I just keep forgetting. So yeah, we are gonna be placing a dummy just to measure the furniture. And then we're just gonna select those two and just move it to the side. I don't know if I really want this to be really big as it is. So I mean, yeah. So let me try and, you know, scale this part and then move it up to the left. And then we might as well probably add those legs and move them. Or you know what? Better plan, just scale that. And then move it there. I was wondering if maybe I could try and use a seat tool. We'll see. So I'm just gonna add a seat. Okay. So we're just gonna scale this all up to the side, and we'll see how that's gonna go. With this. All right. It actually looks pretty good. Okay. I'm actually gonna make this and color this to burgundy. And I'm actually gonna change the material to fabric, because you know in most chairs they often tend to have fabric. So I'm gonna be adding fabric. You guys can do whatever you guys want with the city, and we're just gonna test it out and see how it works. So right now I'm just gonna go test it out with the play button, and I'm just gonna test it out and give it a try on how it works. So I'm just gonna be walking around, going to the bank, and I'm gonna see if the seat actually works. Okay. Alright, I'm gonna go sit. And it's actually facing the wrong direction, so I'm gonna probably face it onto the other side. So you could try and mess around, you know, test this out as many times as you guys want. So I'm just gonna be rotating it. So let me try and rotate this first. Okay, and then we're just gonna go play. Okay, so it's actually facing the right direction. Right now we're just gonna just stop it right there, and there we go. As you can see, it looks pretty good. It looks amazing. Now what I'm gonna start doing is probably just group it. And then I'm gonna copy it, move it on the other side. Probably like that would work. Alright, scaling that, and then we're just gonna start moving it. Now what I'm gonna start doing is actually add some details. This is where you're gonna have to face up front, and I guess, you know, meet the person who works there, or I guess I could say something related to the cashier. Yeah. Alright, scaling it. Alright. My part, you know, making it wood and making it marble kind of seems pretty cool. It will look a little bit, you know, future based. Try and make it metal. I guess if that would work. I might probably make it on top, make it black. Yeah, I prefer just selecting all of them. I'm gonna probably just scale it up top and then, yeah. I'm gonna make it as a ball so that it would connect, you know, the cylinder and the ball together just to make it look like an exact shape. If you guys want to know how to do this, you know, watch the video on the top right corner, which is gonna be the so we're just scaling that. My part I added onto the other side, kind of messed it up. Or maybe, you know what, well, I need to copy that real quick. Here we go. I'm gonna probably add a little bit of a carpet with the fabric texture. I think that would work as perfectly fine as it is. I don't know if I want it red or blue, but or maybe green. I don't know. And you know, what I might probably do is we'll copy that and then probably make it white. Scale that like that, and add some bits of parts of it. Like that. I'm gonna move a bit of it down, and then I'm gonna scale it a little bit back, and then move it down and scale it a little bit back. I think like that would work. What I would do is actually try and scale this a little bit because I could see a lot of it from the outside. That looks perfect. And then yeah, okay, scale it like that. Alright, and I'm gonna probably copy it, scale it on both sides. Move it there. Might as well probably think about wanting to change the studs, but I'm not sure. Copy that, have it at 3. Alright, so far it looks pretty good. I really don't know what else to add, but I know there's some more to add, like more details for me to add inside this, but I feel like those are like the basics for me to add. But I'm not gonna lie, it actually looks great so far. So I'm just gonna select those and probably change, I guess, the color to about dark stone gray. I think that would work. And I mean, yeah. Alright, so the plan is that I'm actually going to start making some specific decorations that are inside the bank. So what I'm planning to do is actually add some lights and as well add some add like some signs. So first things first, you know, I'm just going to be adding something inside the cylinder, and I'm just going to rotate it and just scale it all the way down. And what I'm going to start doing is actually probably remove the dummy, because I don't think that will be necessary. Or you know what, no, I'm just going to move it to the side, and I'm going to move it here. And what I'm going to start doing is try and put this to metal and scale it on both. As well, scale that one on both, and I'm going to scale like that. And I'm going to move it like on top once after scaling on both. So I'm just going to scale a little bit like that. So probably move it like that. Sure. I think that would work. Yeah, like that would work. I'm not sure if that would work. Cylinder is fine. I'm gonna be adding a normal part, and I'm gonna put it there. That is actually when you like have to form a line. So yeah. So basically, like which bank is open or which is not. What do you have to deposit or withdraw? So we could probably add some of that at some point, but I really like those details that I'm going to start adding. So if you guys ever want to add them, feel free. I'm going to try and put in fabric, and then I'm going to scale it like that. Boom. And then I'm going to add another part like that. I think that would work. That's fine as it is. I think if it were to fit there, that would work, as you can see. Okay. Okay. 0.1 or 0.01. Yeah, because it kind of needs to fit. That's the thing. Move it like that. I don't know if I kind of want to group it. Yeah, I'm just gonna group it. Have the increment to 1. I'm gonna put it here. I'm gonna put it here. I don't know if like that would work. Or like that, because that would seem kind of weird, but I guess that's okay, in my opinion. Yeah, that would work. Okay, I'm gonna group it, and I'm gonna move it from here and then to like, I'm gonna move it to where the lines are at, or like when those things are at. I'm gonna put them into the exact size. Something like that would work as fine. Into where they both meet. I feel like that would make a whole lot of sense, and it would be a little more perfect. So now, what I'm actually planning to do, you'll probably see what I'm gonna start doing. I might as well probably like add like some lights, I guess like some neon lights, just to like display the theme and you know the design of this of the interior of this building. I'm not sure if I want to have it like green or maybe yellow. I've been thinking about wanting to have it green because it fits into money as a color. But I'm not sure. I feel like yellow would be perfect. I'm not sure, because the reason I like about yellow is just the text onto the building, but I'm not sure if I ever want to have it green. Because think about it, I think green would fit a lot, but yellow on the other hand kind of doesn't look as bad as it is. So I'm probably just gonna have yellow, and then I'm just gonna rotate it, or you know what, don't rotate it, I'm just gonna scale it. Scaling it won't be as bad as seems to be. So I'm just gonna scale it. So first things first, let me try and have it display into that wall. I'm probably gonna move the increasement all the way to 0.1, and then I think that looks good. My only complaint is just this part, but we'll see how that's gonna go. First things first, so I basically have the brick color to new yellow. Okay, so I'm just gonna copy this one to the other wall like that, and then let's see, try and move this one to the other side. So basically copy it and move it down here, and then bam. First things first, let me try and scale this all the way backward like that. Bada bing, bada boom. Let me try and scale this a little bit, and then there we go. This looks really good, not gonna lie. As you can see, it fits entirely to like the title of the text inside the front of the building, and it looks really good. As of now, I'm gonna start making another wall onto the background. I don't see why I added a window on the back, but I might probably remove it at some point. I mean, who's gonna be seeing that in the back of the building? So I feel like there's really no point. So I'm probably gonna be adding something in the back. I feel like most banks, they often tend to have it like that, and then we're just gonna put like the text here, basically for like branding and all that, you know. So you know, in most banks, they often tend to have like the logo and of the company behind it. So I think that would work as fine as it is. And I'm thinking about what I should add, because I'm planning on wanting to add like a welcome sign or like deposit or withdraw. Well, we'll see. You know, what we should as well try and add is an ATM, but I don't know how that's gonna ever fit. So let me try and. All right, so we're actually here. As you can see from the interior, it's basically yellow. Yeah. As you can see, it looks pretty cool. It looks amazing. As you can see, you know, you see the carpets where people, you know, start forming a line. Also here and here and here. Another thing is that I'm not sure if I even want to add an ATM sign, an ATM machine. So if you guys ever want to add that, you know, feel free. I might probably plan to add that at some point, but if you guys ever want to, you know, you can look us up for some references. I literally don't know if I really want to add an ATM. It looks pretty good, but I'm not entirely sure if I really want to. So yeah, onto here. I'm just gonna like go to 3D text. If you guys ever wanna, you know, make a really cool text, will be in the link in the description below. It is a really good plugin. And what I'm gonna be adding, I'm gonna be probably having a welcome sign, because I just want to welcome new people inside this building. Meaning that you know, if whenever someone comes in, you always gotta welcome them. So we're just gonna be adding a welcome sign. I'm not sure if I really want to add a welcome sign inside a building like that. But you know, I just want to add a lot of text in there. So I think that would work. As fine as it is. Another thing is don't know what else to add, but I don't want to add a welcome. But I think like that, it will look really good. I like it. It's amazing. I might probably copy another one maybe. I don't think so. I think if I were to just add another one, would be better. Alright, I'm gonna make one that says check in. That's if you ever want to check in with someone in the bank. So that's what I believe this is for. Hold up, I messed it up. Alright, so I'm just gonna activate the cursor, and then I'm just gonna be putting a check in. I'm gonna probably have it black. I feel like that would make that can make other people read. So like that would work, right? As you can see, this looks like beautiful. It looks amazing. If you guys ever want to add some missing details, feel free. And yeah, so if you guys ever want to check this out, feel free. Right now I'm probably just gonna go maybe give it a try and showcase it, see how this goes. But as you can see, this looks really good. If you guys ever want to check your own bank and see how it looks, try and give it a try. Right now I'm just gonna be grouping this, but yeah, I probably move it here. You know what, I don't know if that'd be necessary. Would it be necessary? No, I think it's just as fine as it is. But yeah, so if you guys need any questions with the bank, feel free to shoot me a DM on Discord. And yeah, I'll see you guys right into the next part. Alright, so we're back at it again. So I'm just out here just doing something else. So as you can see, I'm just gonna be making a new base plate because I feel like it's just a lot more space for the city. So I'm just gonna be making a simple base plate, and what we're gonna start doing is that we're gonna start working onto the retail store. It could be a grocery store, it could be a gift shop, you name it. So I'm just gonna go and put on my F3X tools, and as well I'm just gonna be also getting my personal dummy. So always measure the buildings. It is always essential to making your own buildings. So we're gonna start making our own retail store. That's gonna be another part for this video. So it could be anything that you actually want. So let's try and give it a try, and let's get started and see how it's gonna go. And yeah, all right, so we're here. If you ever want to try and dive into deeper more references, you can try to look them up and Google them up. I already got my reference, and I'm gonna start making a really cool retail store. And you guys could also do it as well. It could be like mine. It doesn't have to, but I'm gonna make a really cool retail store. If I can do it, so can you. And yeah, so we're going with the flow. We're just vibing, working on this store, seeing how all of this is gonna go. Scale this. Might as well probably have it a little bit smooth plastic, I guess. I think that would work. This is actually for the windows, by the way. So I'm just gonna be changing transparency to like 0.5. And I think that would work. I'm just doing this for the windows. Trying a little bit more detailed inside this city, or inside this building, and then we'll just group it and put it into the city later. So this is gonna be a little challenging, so I'm gonna try and scale this down. Try and have around buttermilk, and then I might probably have it like concrete. I think that would be like the best fit for this building. Buttermilk. I think that color it's really good. That's what I suppose. And I'm just gonna scale it like that. Scale it up, and then I'm just gonna as well move it up because I know what I'm planning on to do. I'm probably gonna scale it like that, scale it down. I think what I'm planning to do is have this as a roof. I think that would work as fine as it is. So I'm probably gonna add like that. Add the roof a little bit detailed like that. Up 1, scale 1. Okay. And this is for like some details that I want to add for the windows. So let me try and scale like that. I guess like that would work for scale on both sides. At some point I may want to think about rotating it. I'm not sure, but I know I would want something like that. Alright, and we'll be scaling the roof. I'll be adding a wedge just to add that unique decoration on top of the window. You know that you often see those like in local stores. I'm not sure like that would work. Alright, that looks good. I'm gonna probably have it like smooth plastic or maybe fabric. I'm not sure. Alright, I'm gonna be adding a part. I'm gonna scale it all the way horizontally and vertically. Have it like that. I'm gonna scale it down so it's just show that thing in the bottom. Okay. Probably have it about 1. Copy 1, 1, 1. So like basically like a 1 stud, 1 increasement. So copy, paste it, copy, and then duplicate it as much as you can. Okay. So what I'm gonna start doing is actually try and change it to metal. What I would do is actually change the color of the wedge to smooth plastic, and then I'm just gonna select these, and I think that would work. Change the increasement to 0.1. I think that looks, I think like that. I think my only complaint is like I want to show that part on top. So let me try and try and scale it. No, I mean rotate it. Scale like that. Okay, there we go. I don't know if I want to add the same for here because I can see that weird detail. Nah. No. That wouldn't be good. Yeah, I think that works. And then, yeah, I think that works. What I would do is actually try to scale this, like, the bottom part of it. Scale that one up. Alright, and then what I'm going to start doing is actually group it. I don't really want to add any specific colors, so I think like that would be fine. So I'm going to copy it like that. Over here. I'm going to copy this one. Put it here. Move it to here. Okay. I'm going to probably start ungrouping these two, because I don't really want to add more than one. So I'm probably gonna just start scaling these. I'm gonna add it like that. You see what I'm gonna start doing. So I'm gonna actually like drag these and put it onto the other side. Basically like the picture that I'm just showing you right now. So basically like that. What I'm gonna start doing is just select this part. Yeah, group that. Oh yeah, I just forgot. Yeah, just skip that. What I would highly do is actually probably have it like that. I would actually ungroup it now, and then I'm gonna get rid of some parts of it. So I'm gonna probably move it to here. There we go. So move it to the other side. And it looks good. Alright, now what I'm gonna start doing is actually group them. And then group this one. Move this one a little bit back. And then move it there. I might probably ungroup those bad boys. I'm gonna actually be using gap fill. If you guys ever want to use that, it'll be in the link in the description below. Might probably using gap fill. Yep, I'm actually using gap fill. So if you guys ever want to use gap fill, it will be in the link in the description below. They're basically geometric tools. So gap fill is always like a big huge part if you want to make something like this kind of model that I'm showing you guys in the picture, or that I showed you guys in the picture. So it's a huge part. So I'm gonna be actually using gap fill on this part from here to here. Always pay attention to the arrows, by the way. Okay, I'm gonna actually do it on here. As you can see, they have a different color. So I'll help you on that later. If that happens, you're gonna see what I'm gonna do. So do it on the bottom and on the middle and on the top. Okay, so as you can see, first things first is go to the color, copy it, and then paste the color to the one that has a different color. Same applies to the one on the bottom, which I believe they have like the same color, but I would actually do it just in case. And I mean, yeah, as you can see, this looks kind of messed up, but you can just scale it back. And the same goes for the other one. Okay. Oh yeah, as well, this kind of looks messed up too. I don't know if I can remove it, but we'll try and give this a shot. Alright, we're gonna scale it a little bit like that so it fits. Or maybe I might just scale all the way backward. Like that would work. Okay. Alright. Now I'm gonna probably move this up because we're gonna be needing the door. But as you can see, it fits just as fine. Like that. Like that, scale like that. Then I'm gonna actually just go here. I'm not sure if I even want to add a window, but we'll see. Okay, I forgot I gotta use local. Don't use global because it's gonna move real weird. Okay. Yeah, I'm planning on thinking if I'm ever want to add a window. As you can see, the ends here, look, it looks beautiful. It looks good. Try to scale a little bit. Yeah, I don't know if I want to add a window. We'll see. Yeah, it should meet the same color. So let me try and have the same color. So copy that, Yeah. Alright, so we're here. So what we're gonna start doing is we're gonna start working onto the window of the front of the building. So I'm just gonna be copying this, and I'm gonna press local, and I'm gonna color this to black. Or you know what? No. I'm just gonna copy it to gray, medium stone. I'm gonna copy that, and I'm gonna paste it to there. And then I'm gonna change the material to smooth plastic. Try and scale this for a little bit. And then I'm just gonna be using resize align, link in the description below. I'm be using scaling this a little bit. Okay. Put it like that. I'll probably scale like that. I'm not sure if I would want to have it like that, but I think that looks really good as it is. I'm just gonna move it to there. Rotate it. I don't know if I would have to rotate it like that. I think like that would be pretty good, but if I'm gonna rotate it the other side, it's gonna be a little weird. So what I'm gonna do, instead of rotating, I want to be using the rotate from Studio Tools, because I think it'd be much easier compared to FDX tools. So I actually think that would work. Okay. Scale that one. I'm gonna probably have it like that, and then scale it a bit like that. Alright, and then what I'm going to do is add the windows, same color, same texture, same transparency as usual. We're just going to move it back there. Transparency is 0.5. Color, copy and paste it, have it to black, and then what I'm going to do, I'm going to probably scale it from here and then to there. We won't be adding any specific outlines, but this looks amazing so far. Another thing that I'm actually planning to do is might as well probably add this part, this detail from here. So what I'm just gonna do is just copy it and then put it here, and then I might as well probably just scale it a little larger to there, and I believe that would actually work just as fine as it is. This looks amazing. What I would do is probably have it concrete, because that would have to mix and match well, not mix, but that would actually just match the same color as the other one as well. I believe the same applies for the one on top. Or you know what? I don't think so. Or maybe do I not? You know what? Nah. I think like that would be good. I think what I would do is actually just, group them. So I mean, yeah. So what I'm just gonna do is copy them, and I'm gonna put it here, and I'm gonna use up Studio Tools to move them. Okay, yeah. Move it to there. It has to. The objective is to actually mainly fit, but it's gonna be a little complicated for it to fit. So what I'm gonna start doing is try and move these, and then have it where it connects these buildings. I forgot to actually. I should be putting them on global. My bad. I know why I'm putting them on global, but I'm doing the voiceover. But yeah. You know what? Yeah, I'm supposed to have them local. I'm kidding. I'm supposed to have them local just so that it could fit through there. Let's scale it there, and then. Alright, and I'm gonna copy that because what I'm gonna actually start doing is make a door. It's gonna be a little bit more specific. So I'm just gonna scale it from here all the way through there. I'm not sure if I kind of want to add a okay, I'm gonna put it there, copy, put it on top. I'm gonna do it a little bit on the other side, so basically like borders for an example. Alright, I'm gonna move it there and have it through there because that's in order to make the door. Okay. So what I'm gonna do is actually just gonna scale it there. And I'm actually probably have the concrete to gray. I think like that would work. That's fine. I think so. Alright, I'm actually just gonna change it. I'm gonna add the collision, have it off. Actually try and make this a little thinner or a little thicker if that would work. Yeah. The door looks great. Everything on the exterior looks great. What we gotta do is actually form like the actual building, add the roof at the back of the building, and I believe that's it. What we're almost done. We're making progress. We might as well have to fix those Z fightings, because in the next video we're gonna start working onto the furnitures, the details that are gonna be put inside this in this building. So far it's doing great. That, move it there. Alright, so yeah, so I'm just gonna be scaling this part from there, and then there we go. Let's as well, I should probably scale it that way from here, and then same applies for the other side as well. Let me try it. Try to move this to here. Over here, and just like those two. Have it to global, rotate it, and then I think this was fit. I believe so. Okay. Yeah, there's a bit of a typo that I just made. But do not worry. I got an idea. Just trying to look on both sides. We're just gonna be scaling this bad boy to there. Just have it like with the same position. So I'm just gonna actually change it to here, with here as well. But I'm not sure if I'd want to have it like that. Okay. I get the point. Alright. So what I'm gonna start doing is actually try and copy this one, move this one a little bit like that, and then what I'm gonna start doing is right, try and select those sides. Same applies to here. What I would actually have to do is actually try and scale those all the way till it fits. But we'll see, because it doesn't look as bad, but because I don't know if I want to actually try and make an edge on that. Let's see. Because what I would do is actually try and make this a little bigger, but who knows. Just go from there, and then I'm actually gonna start doing is use outer touch for the resize line, and it doesn't look as bad. My only complaint is that part, but I think we could just fix it later on. So I mean, yeah. So I'm trying to scale those two. Rotate it. Put it there. Scale it there. Something like that, because I'm probably gonna be adding like a corner wedge. So, yeah, you're gonna see what I'm gonna do later. What I'm gonna do is just start copying it, dragging it down. I'm gonna try scaling it. So I'm gonna try and do that. I'm gonna copy the texture, and then I'm gonna put the same color as it is with the texture that has a cobblestone. So yeah, so I'm just gonna probably be copying this, copy the color, and then I'm gonna paste the color, and then I'm gonna be putting it into cobblestone so that they could just match the same color to each side you're going. So it actually just doesn't look as bad as it seems to be. So yeah, so what I'm gonna do is go gap fill and actually try and fill those gaps. I know it looks super messed up, but do not worry, I am here to help. If you guys ever want to use it, you know, feel free. So I'm gonna copy that part, and you know, just always change the color, and the same applies for the cobblestone. So with the cobblestone, what I'm gonna start doing is do the same as always. So try and fill these gaps. I hope they're in the same color, which I believe they are. I might probably double check, but I actually think it doesn't look as bad. So yeah, as you can see, this looks really good. What I would actually have to do is start working onto some of the missing details. So probably add the part of the roof onto the side, and we almost got it. So yeah. Alright, so we're just moving that to a side. So try and put it to 0.1 or 0.01 as long as it fits. Unfortunately, it's happening the same problem again, but you're gonna see what I'm gonna do. It's pretty easy to fix it, so I don't think it will be as bad as you think it is. So you're gonna see what I'm gonna start doing. Try to move this. Okay, and then I'm gonna try and scale this about 0.1 or 0.2. I think like that just feels perfect, you know. It looks pretty good. So I'm probably gonna scale like that. So I'm gonna probably just move it there. There we go. And then what I'm gonna start doing is actually try and fill these gaps. The same applies as I did before. So I'm just gonna try and fill these gaps again, and it looks pretty good. As you can see, what I should be doing is also scale these all the way back, as I am doing right now. It looks really weird because it still has the Z fighting. So I'm gonna be fixing that right now. So put it to 0.499. I think it would prevent it, so it reduces the Z fighting. And yeah, so we're almost getting there. We're almost done with this part of the building. And yeah. Alright, so what I'm just gonna start doing is I'm gonna start scaling them again and try and make it fit. So make it as if it's like the whole building. So try, I guess, just fill the gaps, you know, with the resize align plugin. And if you guys are having problems with scaling, always use it. And we're scaling this part as well. And then we're scaling those two. Oh no, bad idea. Hold up. What I'm do is actually try and use outer touch. There we go. And then outer touch as well. If you guys want to get rid of the Z fighting, you know, do that. Okay. I know what I'm gonna do is start scaling these. Outer touch on these two, and then try and, you know, fix the Z fighting. It could just simply be by using resize align with outer touch as always, and then same applies for the bottom of the surface. I mean, not the surface, but you know, the one below it. Let's try and scale this one here, and then try and have these two meet. Looks pretty uneven, but I would make this a little bit lengthier. You know what? Nah. Try and make this a little bit thinner. Outer touch. Okay, and then what we're gonna do is actually try working onto the roof. With outer touch, of course, or you could just have the whole thing and just change the position.
The storms we chase are leading us, and love is all we'll ever trust. Yeah, no, I don't wanna waste what's left. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, till my shadow turns to sun rays. And on
Try and scale this up. Just try and scale most of these up. Try and copy this one, paste it here, paste this here. I'm forgetting the primary color. Oh, yeah. Let's try and scale this one here. Yeah, I also forgot a color. So like this one, you know what? No, don't select that one. That looks perfect. Okay, looks good. What I recommend is try and have the same color, because gap fill kind of changes the color, kind of messes it up. Okay. And then I'm gonna start scaling this part. I would suggest, yeah, of course I'm gonna be using that. Try and scale. Okay.
Turn us to thousands, and we'll grow in number, fueled by them to see the horizon. Turn us to thousands, and on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, till my shadow turns to sun rays. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, and on we'll go. Hold me close till I get up. Time is
Alright.
barely on our side.
We're almost done with the roof. So we're gonna have to have the whole roof of the interior, I guess like all of them in concrete. So that's what we're gonna be doing right now.
We'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, till my shadow turns to sun rays. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, and on we'll go.
Alright, so we're almost done, and just gotta do is try and fix the roof, see what's up.
And we'll grow in number, fueled by them to see the horizon, turn us to thousands.
I don't know what kinds of changes I need to add, but I know there's some specific changes I need to fix and add, which is mainly as well, probably add some concrete as well on top of the roof. And here, I think that way it would look more better from what I believe. If you guys want to leave it like that, then feel free, but I'm gonna be having it like that. Alright, we're just going to be using resize align.
Hold me close till I get up. Time is barely on our side. I don't wanna waste what's left. The storms we chase are leading us, and love is all we'll ever trust. Yeah, no, I don't wanna waste what's left. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, till my shadow turns to sun rays. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, and on we'll go. Finding life along the way, melodies we haven't played. No, I don't want no rest. Echoing around these walls, fighting
Yeah, I think it looks good. What I would do is just try and scale it a little bit to like that, and then we're just going to try and fix the Z fighting. 0.499. Here we go. It actually looks really good. I'm not sure. Oh yeah, there are some flaws. 0.499. There we go. That works. Yeah, the only problem is just that part, that gray missing area that you see. It looks pretty weird, but hey, at least it's not as bad as it is. So let me try and get rid of that. Alright, so we're gonna be doing the 3D text plugin, and what you're gonna do, I'm just gonna be placing a sample text, and I'm gonna be using a specific font. And, or you know what, should I use a specific font? I don't know, but what I'm gonna type is gift shop, because, you know, doesn't this look a bit like a gift shop or like a restaurant? I don't know, but it looks almost like one of those local stores that you tend to see in real life, as you can see from the pictures. And what we're gonna start doing is actually change the tracking, and we might probably have changed the font maybe to, I don't know, blue. I think that would be a pretty good text font. So I'm just gonna try and change a bit of the tracking, deleting the stuff that I want to add inside the text. So I don't want to make it a little thicker because I think it would just mess things up. But I'm gonna scale it all the way like that, and I'm gonna change the color of the gift shop to something a little bit greenier. I think something like that would fit completely regarding to the color of the building, you know, just yellow and green, and I feel like it would make completely a lot of sense, and it just fits perfectly into the building. So I think this looks pretty good. it kind of does look a little thicker, so I'm probably gonna be moving it a little bit backwards, probably. I don't know. So I'm probably gonna be moving it a little bit like that. It won't really show it on the inside, but this looks beautiful. Looks really good, and yeah. So what I'm just gonna do is probably save it to Roblox Studio, and I'm gonna publish it. And we're just gonna give it a try and just see how it works. I'm not sure if I want to make it smaller, if I'd ever want to make it bigger, but who knows. So as you can see, I'm in here, and we're gonna try and get inside the gift shop. And so far, it looks beautiful. It looks amazing, in my opinion. But my only complaint, I feel like, it's just like the windows are just too big, or let's see, because I'm not gonna lie, when I checked it out, it looked a little bit smaller. So I'm not sure if I want to make it bigger, if I want to make it smaller. Who knows. I have an idea to make this bigger or smaller if you guys want to. So I mean, yeah. So let's see what we gotta do, because not gonna lie, the door it looks really good. It's just, I feel like the only problem I'm having is just how small the interior really is. That's the only problem I'm having. But the exterior looks fine, but the interior, it just looks small. So what I'm gonna start doing is try and give it a try and make it a little bit bigger. Try and expand it. Try and make it bigger. What I'm gonna do is actually have the collisions off for this one, because I kind of don't want to get in the way. So yeah. So what I'm gonna do is actually try and group it. So first, let me group this. And I'm gonna copy it, and I'm gonna move it onto the other side, just so that I don't want to mess around with the other one, because, you know, I have to do it again or just undo it multiple times and maybe screw things up. So we're gonna be using the model resize plugin. Will be in the links section below, and we're just gonna compare if this would be good enough. I forgot. Let me put this to mobile. Okay. As well about that, always have it to center. Do not have him to go. Do not have him to like local. Yep, I'm pretty dumb for that. So we're just gonna play, test it out, see what it's like having the bigger and the smaller one. I would suggest going for the bigger one if we're gonna be having a big, huge roleplay game. But if you actually just want to just play it or just have it as an exterior with nothing inside of it, then you can leave it how it is. This is basically like my personal opinion. But if you guys ever want to make it like bigger, smaller, it's your city. And yeah, so checking it, it looks amazing. As you can see from the inside, as you can see a little bit of the details from the outside, you can see a lot of really awesome details from if you were to look inside the window. And I'm not gonna lie, it looks great. So I might have to choose the bigger one that I just resized. And yeah, so yeah, so what we're gonna start doing is actually try and make it into a model, and we're gonna put it into our city. So first things first, yeah, well, I'm gonna show you how this is gonna work. So what I'm just gonna do is probably just rename it, or you know what, I'm just gonna rename it just to keep it a little more organized. So the retail store 1 is actually the one that I haven't really resized it, and retail store 2 is the one that I've actually resized it. I just want to keep things a little more organized so that I just don't get confused. So that part right there is actually retail store 2, and we're gonna convert it into a model, and we're gonna name it into whatever you guys want. So I'm gonna be naming it into retail store, and what I'm gonna start doing is that I'm gonna start submitting it, and here we go. Here is your own retail store, and what we're gonna start doing is we're gonna go to our city and actually publish it into there. So it's actually right there. Retail store is actually right there, and as you can see, it says retail store 2, but you know, it looks fine. So I mean, yeah. So what we're gonna start doing is that later we're just gonna start putting the building inside inside the city. So I'm just gonna publish it and, you know, save it just in case. And yeah. All right, so now that we're actually into studio, what we're gonna start doing is we're actually gonna go into toolbox, and we're just gonna go into your own models, where you actually save your own retail store that you just made. And what we're gonna start doing is actually set this to a side. So I know it's a lot to get done. So what I'm just gonna do is rotate it, have it by center, do not have it by local, and you're just gonna move it there. And I kind of want to move it there, but you know, since I have the playground, it kind of gets in the way. But do not worry, because I know what I'm gonna do. Alright, so it's a little bit on the way, but I'm probably gonna be moving the playground later on. First, I will have to be moving the gift shop by any means necessary. So I'm gonna have to just try and group everything inside the playground. So, you know, select all of them and then group it. Alright, so I'm gonna move it onto the left. Then I'm gonna move this building here. Actually move it down. Like that. I think that would work as fine. Alright, so I'm just gonna move it to there, and I'm gonna scale it and have it, you know, meet through the floor, right through the surface. So we're gonna have to add something inside the surface, not just grass. So I think that would work. You know, what I might as well probably do is actually try to scale the roads for a little bit, because I might as well probably be adding a parking lot. So yeah, just like this one. And let's see. So yeah, I don't think that would be a good idea. Then I'm gonna copy this part and move it through there. It's just alright, so okay, so I got an idea. So what I'm gonna be doing is scale the sidewalks, and I'm gonna try and have it like that, and I'm gonna try and change the increment to 0.1. I'm gonna actually copy it, make it fit through the sidewalks. So I actually think that would work. So I'm gonna probably scale it and then have it like that way. So try and scale it from all the way there, and then as well I'm gonna try and scale that concrete for like the surface, and I'm gonna actually try and connect it to the one that is on top of the grass. What I might probably do is think about when to actually scale that kind of sidewalk. I'm actually not entirely sure. We'll probably see how that's actually going to tend to go. But I think like that would be pretty good as it seems to be. So, yeah. So what I'm going to do is copy the concrete, you know, the street, So I'm gonna try and have it connect, which I doubt it would, but I think it's, or you know what, I think I just got it. There we go. Alright, so what I'm gonna do is as well, same applies for here. Scale this part. I might probably think about wanting to expand the sidewalk a little bit, because I think it just needs more room. If that's, I'm not sure if we're gonna ever do that, but I would suggest expanding it. Yep. So I'm probably gonna try and expand it for a little bit. It's just if we were to add parking lots, it would just make it more fascinating for the city. I think like that would work. Alright. Then I'm gonna copy it. I'm gonna rotate it. Okay. Does it look that bad? Honestly, don't know. Okay. It looks pretty bad. So I'm gonna be using resize the line. It's just, you know, the increasement is just kind of messed up. So probably have to fix some of that. I'm trying not to do that. You know what? No. Just trying to scale that part and then. Outer touch. Okay, I think that works. I'm not sure if I'd even want to expand this a little more, but I think that works. As good as it seems to be. Part like that would work. Yeah. Because I kind of want a little more, have the concrete be more expanded so that it could fit for the dummy. Okay. Try and copy it, put it there. Okay. This implies the other part, so what I'm going to start doing is actually move that part through there. There we go. And then what I would do is we'll try and have this fit to there. I don't know if like that would work. That's fine. I'm not sure. Yeah. Alright, I'm gonna be using resize the line again. I'm gonna connect it to there. Okay. I don't think it's as bad as it seems to be. But I think it looks good. Alright. I might probably scale this one a little bit. There, and then connect it to there. Move it, the other one to there. I'm gonna try and scale it. Okay. I'm gonna try and move it like that. Better. I don't know if I kind of want to move the playground to here or to the other side, but I think for here I'm just gonna have it like that for now. And yeah, it doesn't really look as bad as it seems to be. Okay. Yeah, what I gotta do is add some details for the parking lot. So
Hold me close till I get up. Time is barely on our side. I don't wanna waste what's left. The storms we chase are leading us, and love is all we'll ever trust. Yeah, no, I don't wanna waste what's left. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, till my shadow turns to sun rays. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, and on we'll go.
copy that, and copy that. So try and copy as many times as I can, so that it could like measure the parking space and all that, so that cars will fit inside that parking lot. And the same goes for here. Repeat. Probably move this one. Ouch. I like that. Okay. And then we're gonna try and scale those lines like a bit detailed. Okay. I'm gonna select those parts and I'm gonna scale it to there. Okay. So to there, I think that looks amazing. Okay, it looks fantastic. So let's see, because I don't know if I kind of want to scale it again, make it a size more. I think like that would look good. I think that looks fine, as it seems to be, as you can see. You might as well probably add the street lights. Try and give a little bit of a way to expand it more. Try and have more street lights, some details, some missing details to add inside the city. And yeah. Alright, I'm gonna copy it. Add some trees. Decorations are like the key. All of this. So I mean, yeah, adding these trees, I think it would look pretty good. I don't know what I might probably start doing with these cars, but I kind of want to keep them because they look pretty cool. Or maybe I might just remove them. I don't know, because I kind of want to just leave it a little bit blank, but we'll see. But first, let me try and add some trees, and we'll see how that's gonna go. It's not going so bad after all. So yeah, doesn't really look as bad as it seems to be. I know there are some specific changes that I would like to add, but it's not as bad after all. Alright, so I might probably just remove these. So I don't know, I just feel like it feels kind of weird just having them all filled in. So when I kind of want to try it out and park the car, so yeah. So, okay. So you can see, it's here, the retail store looks pretty good. And yeah, so if I were to go inside that parking lot, it doesn't really look so bad after all. I mean, yeah, the dummy is kind of unanchored, but it actually doesn't look as bad after all, as you can see. And I kind of want to try and test it out with the car, but I don't know. We'll see. But as you can see, from outside, it looks beautiful. It looks fantastic. It looks fascinating, and we're gonna probably keep building more later on. So I mean, yeah. So let's get right into expanding the land. Alright, so we're actually back. So as you guys may be noticing today, yeah, we already just finished the retail store, and what we're gonna start doing is actually copy this, and our objective is actually to mainly actually expand the land, you know, add some land to it, and as well we're gonna add some water under the bridge. So you know, I kind of want to make a block terrain. If you guys have terrain, if you have like an actual smooth terrain, then you could do that as well. You could have a city full of smooth terrain, or you could have it like a block. I kind of want to like have it as a block because it seems pretty good, you know. I kind of like it, and plus making a terrain, it isn't too complicated as it seems to be. So yeah. So currently, I'm actually just working on to some parts of the terrain. First, let me try and scale the grass on top, and yeah, because that's pretty big. You know what? No, don't scale it. It's on top. Yeah. Okay. So we're gonna have it like that. I might as well probably scale this down a bit. I think that would work. And then what I'm gonna start doing is actually start copying this, and this here, because I don't want to show anything like blank under the bridge. So we'll see. The like that is actually good. Yeah, I guess so. Okay, I'm gonna scale that down. Move that to the right. We're gonna move it down because if we're gonna have blocky terrain, sometimes you're gonna have to move one way or another. So it'll work. Just gonna move this down. Put it like that. I might as well probably try and move this around 0.1. Copy here, move it like that. Looks amazing. Try and move it there. Yeah, I'm gonna select all of these and I'm gonna group them. And I'm just gonna be copying all around. I feel like it's a better way just to get things along the way, get it all done. Just kind of complicate things, you know. So I'm just gonna copy that. All right, you know what? Try and probably just move it down. Won't be as bad as it is. That's what I believe. Might as well probably have to fix that Z fighting because it's gonna have to show. A lot of people may probably see it, so I'm probably gonna fix it by scaling the grass. Same applies to here. I'm gonna scale this part as well, and the slate. Trying as well, same applies right here, but my only complaint is with the Z fighting, which don't worry, we'll get there.
My heart rages around like an ocean in my head. I can almost feel you walking in the distance, but I know that it's not reality. If you are echoing around inside these parallel dimensions all alone, know I'll find you in my dreams.
Those, and we're gonna copy it and move it there. Okay. Might as well probably move that. And we might as well probably add like an extra one for like the background. so I won't have to show the sky box. So I might have to cover the sky box that is under. Move this down. Put this in here. I think like that would work. Yeah, I think that would work. Fairly good, fairly nice. It's amazing. Looks beautiful. As you can see from the land, I mean, there is some flaws to it. So I'm trying fix a little bit of that. Yeah. Alright. Okay. Dude, we got this. Alright, so what I'm gonna do is actually scale this, put it onto the bottom, and I might not group it not just yet, but I'm gonna try and scale it from all the way there, so that it doesn't really have to get in the way regarding to the background of the building. So I think like that would work, and I'm as well gonna scale it again, do it that way. Once we get to, I guess, to there just for now, and then we'll probably add some changes and all that. What I would actually do is actually scale the whole, like group the whole land and put it on the other side. That's part of my plan. So yeah, and then we're gonna be putting another slate on between those two, so that we don't, like, if we were to go inside the water, it wouldn't fall. So yeah, so we're just gonna be grouping it, and then we're gonna move it and have it meet inside the road, or yeah, alongside with the bridge. So I think like that would seem like, I guess, perfect. Or, you know what, not really. But as you can see, if you were to look from there, it looks amazing. But we'll see. We'll see how that's actually gonna go. Yeah. So we're just gonna give it a try, and test it out, see how it's gonna go, and see if there's any like errors or mistakes regarding to the terrain, and as well the way how we're going to be expanding the land. So yeah. Alright, so we're just here, and I'm not gonna lie, I'm in this blocky terrain. It kind of reminds me of voxel terrains, and it doesn't really look so bad after all. We might as well have to try and go to the one that is the other landscape that is actually there, the other terrain that is actually from there. So we may probably trying that out like later, once we actually add some missing details under the bridge, and as well, we might as well add like a water off of a terrain. So we're gonna be working on that, and yeah. Alright, so okay, so what we're gonna do is probably gonna set this to the side, and what I'm gonna start doing is actually I'm gonna start grouping this, because we're gonna be adding the surface so that we could add water on top of it, so that if you were to actually fall off, or if you were to get in the water, I don't want you to actually try and fall off. So I got an idea on how this is gonna work. So what I'm gonna start doing, we're gonna be making a itty bitty of the surface, and we'll see how that's gonna go. So first things first, start with the surface, and try and scale this all the way to where it meets, or to where it finishes. So probably until there, and then let me undo that, and then let me try and get a little closer with it, and then scale it from all the way to there. Okay, so once we already scaled all of this, we're actually going to be putting water on it. It could be from a terrain, or it could be whatever. What I'm going to start doing is that I'm actually going to be adding a terrain just to make it a little bit more realistic and more detail, you know, for the city. So yeah, so once after I put that, you're going to see what I'm going to start doing. And yeah, alright, so I just set it up, the terrain editor, the surface, and what you're going to do, you're going to have to enable terrain editor, and you're going to have to go to select. And what you're going to start doing is, since I'm going to select, you're going to have to scale this all the way to there, to where it is to here. And once it reaches to there, you're going to scale it all the way horizontally, all the way to the maximum. And then yeah, so it's basically, we're basically going to be scaling it like that way. Yeah, and then later on we're just going to start copying it, and we're going to paste it all around, but you guys will see later. So once we scale it from all the way there, we're going to start doing is we're going to try and fill it all the way with water, with the terrain. So if you guys wanted to have it like terrain, then you're actually in the right track. And what you're going to do, you're going to go to water, and you're actually going to click the water texture, and you're going to have to fill it. And what you're going to do, you're going to copy it, and you're going to paste it to here, and then there. And do not worry if they both connect to each other, because this has nothing to do regarding to Z fighting. So it's all good as it is. So like that works as fine. You're gonna see a little bit of glitchy surfaces on Studio, but once you get in touch with the other parts, and it won't really be a big huge deal. So everything looks just pretty good as it seems to be. Later we're just gonna go for a few tests and see how it actually works. And yeah, so as you can see, this looks beautiful. It looks amazing. As you can see, I really love the details that are added inside the city, and I really look forward to what I may probably add into, since I expanded the land. I don't know what I'm gonna plan to add once we start adding the other buildings on the side. But as you can see, it looks beautiful, and yeah, we're gonna start and add some fixes and test things out if it's good or not, and then yeah. Alright, so what we're gonna do is that we're just gonna start, you know, checking things out, see how it goes. I'm not gonna lie, this city with the bridge, it looks beautiful, not gonna lie. Let's try to give it a try and go underwater. And as you can see, it looks amazing, it looks beautiful. I really love how much effort I put into this city, and I really look forward to seeing y'all's bridge and how it looks. But as you can see, it looks beautiful. I really love how much work I could put in, and as well, I could just climb back up whenever I'm there. And as well, I just drove my car and went to the bridge, and you know, just jumped off the bridge and by the water. It's not really as bad as it seems to be. So I'm not gonna lie, I really love this. I really love this bridge, and I really love sticking up the terrain, as well add some water in it. And not gonna lie, it's great. So yeah, so we could, if even if we just fall in the water, you could just rise back up. Right now I'm just swimming, but you know, I'm just gonna head back. And yeah, so I'm not gonna lie, the view looks beautiful. I really like it. If I were to look up, probably look amazing as well. But as you can see, it has a really nice view to it. So yeah, so that's basically it for now. We're just gonna start doing more of this land expanding, as well the other things later on. And yeah, so Alright guys, so that is actually it for the video. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I really hope that those tips really helped you out a lot. So yeah, so if you guys need any help, feel free to actually join my Discord server or comment down below. And yeah, so I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. Smash the like button and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video.